Ladies and gentlemen, look around you. How many cars pass by your neighborhood each and every day? How many land that was covered by trees are now empty and ready to be filled by buildings do you see when you travel to the suburb? Countless, right? This thing seems insignificant or has little to no effect to our daily lives, when in fact, these things are killing us and our planet slowly every day. And in this stage of environmental emergency, we are also facing an economic crisis. Unemployment rates exploding. Lots of people are getting by with ridiculous minimum wage, which makes us question whether we can kill two birds with one stone. And I, Reyginaa Edsha from Ignatius Global School Palembang, assure you, there are several ways, several ends that can be connected to decrease climate change while also develop our economy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is no secret that we are now living in the middle of an environmental chaos. Many environmentalists live in fear because they are aware that our climate condition is severely damaged and it caused us so many extinctions. Forest fires, floods, and many other disasters. There are myriads causes of climate change. It's difficult to name all of them, but it all comes back to the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is a natural process that warms the Earth's surface. This effect is caused by increased level of carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and other gases in the air, many of them released by human activity. Now imagine, while facing all of the horrible things that I stated, we also need to be fully aware that our economy is not in their best shape. Unfortunately, we don't have to imagine that because that's what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, right here, right now. The main reason why countries are facing financial problem is usually because they have a huge amount of debt. Moreover, unemployment rate also define a country economical condition. And in this pandemic, there are a lot of employees who lose their job regardless where it is. For instance, Washington Post stated that the unemployment rate in the USA jumps to 14.7%, the worst since the Great Depression. So, if the amount of unemployed people increase in one of the most developed countries in the world, what about developing countries such as Indonesia, India, or Nigeria? Well, it's almost the same, in some cases, worse. So, there is no doubt that we are facing an economical and an environmental emergency. And it is right now in the dire circumstances. Ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned earlier, global warming is caused by the greenhouse effect, which means if the amount of toxic gases increase in the air, the temperature on Earth will be hotter. And if you notice, we are so dependent to our personal transportation, such as our motorcycle or our car, which can be very harmful for the environment, for it emits carbon dioxide whenever it being used. Studies have shown that one car alone emits 6 tons of carbon dioxide annually. Now, a solution to this problem is to take care of the public transportation system so that the general public feel comfortable to use it. Not only it is beneficial for the environment, it will also help the economy by opening new work opportunity. For example, we will need a driver, also a cashier to allow people to purchase tickets, security, and many other occupations. From there, people can get a job, Therefore, our unemployment rate can slowly but surely decrease. Moreover, it will help the economy because if people use it, the ticket fee will eventually help the country's debt. So, what's stopping us from helping the environment and develop our economy this way? It's because many people are reluctant to use public transportation, for it is not scheduled properly, and some public transportation are unfit to use because its condition is utterly awful. And I think it is time for us to invest on public transportation, for it offers a good number of advantages for both the environment and the economy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a matter of fact that plastic waste also contributes on increasing lots of toxic gases to the air. Now, plastic is one of the most persistent pollutants on Earth. Moreover, a report by the Center of International Environmental Law concluded that the impact of plastic production on the world's climate this year would equate to the output of 189 coal-fired power stations. But if we recycle the plastic in a form of art or craft, for example, bracelet or abstract three-dimension art, it can be sold to the public or tourists, therefore helping both the nature and the country's financial. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the era where it is necessary for us to be creative, to think outside the box, so that we can make a solution that will benefit many things at once. We need to acknowledge that the economy and the environment is suffering, and if we collide a solution that will help both, it will be faster for us to achieve social welfare. I think that's all for my speech today. Thank you very much.